my name is Clara and we are watching another episode of my Cup of Yarn podcast. So hello again, I'm a knitter and knitwear designer based in Moravia, and in this podcast I talk about my knitting, obviously. In today's episode I'm going to show you what I've finished last year, because I think the last episode was uploaded in October. The end of the last year was a bit busy, so I didn't find time to record an episode, but I was knitting. So that I'm going to show you today. If you've watched my last episode, you know I was talking about a sweater for my husband, and he was going to Ireland, and he kind of needed a sweater because it was really cold there. And I finished it, and it's on my design. It's from Gritstone, I think. You'll find all the information in the description box down below. And this sweater is called Cobblestone. It looks like this. It has a garter stitch yoke, and the rest is stockinette, and also garter stitch cuffs and hem. When you knit the garter stitch in the round, it creates kind of line at the beginning of the round, which is visible. Can you see that? It's visible on the back. Where is it? Yeah, you can see it now, which I really like, and I didn't know about this until I knitted this sweater. So it's kind of good. It's good to know. It's just, I don't know, I like this feature of garter stitch in the round, so I might use it someday. And what can I tell you about this? I modified it a bit, mainly because my husband is a short person, so the sleeves are a bit shorter, the body not. But I changed the yoke shaping. I decreased more often, not more often, sooner, because it was like there were more, I don't know, like 2 inches between decrease rounds, and I made those decrease rounds sooner, because maybe it was my gauge, but I think the gauge was correct, but it did seem too deep. The yoke would be too deep for my husband, so I changed that, but that's all. And you can see there's just not ribbing or hem really. You just knit stockinette for a few rounds, and then there was a sewn bite off, which was new to me. I think I'm not sure with Elizabeth Zimmerman, like method. I don't know, it was new to me. I tried it. It looks nice for the rolled hem or garter stitch. And it was really easy to do, and it's like moderately stretchy. The yarn is Peruvian Highland wool from Filcolana, and I'd say it's my favorite yarn, but it's a yarn I use a lot. So it's probably my favorite, but it has its disadvantages. Mainly, it's really heavy. So this sweater, it's water weight yarn. It's really warm. Of course, you want that from a water weight sweater, but it's really heavy. When I compare it to other yarns I have worked with, and they got the same gauge with them, the same warmth, this is really heavy. So something you need to take into account when you want to work with this yarn. And maybe, when I just can't imagine knitting, for example, a long cardigan, which ends, below your butt, for example, because the fabric will be too heavy and will stretch a lot, I think. So that's, that's the thing. Okay, so I finished this. And But now, so maybe I can talk about what I'm wearing, because it's the same yarn as the Cobblestone sweater in a different colorway. The Cobblestone sweater, I think the colorway is called Granit, and this is mustard. And, okay, it's already dirty. This is also my newest design. You probably remember the Meander vest, and a lot of people were writing to me or commenting that it's so lovely, I don't like vests, nor usually don't knit them, but I want to knit this one. And then some people were, it would be great the sweater version. So I decided to knit the sweater version, and that's it. It's finished, and it's currently in the testing phase and should be published at the end of March, beginning of April. It depends on how the testers, when the testers will finish. They have time till the end of March, but this needs up pretty quickly, so we'll see. I believe I will publish it in the first week in April. This is also worsted weight yarn. It's kind of warm for spring, but depending on where you live, we can get, like in Moravia, it can be really chilly even in April or beginning of May. It depends on the year, but it can. So, or you can just wear it in the evening or in the morning when it really gets chilly. You can see it has the same meander pattern and the same side cables. What I changed is the neckline. I wanted to try a round or crew neck instead of a V-neck, so that's what I did. And the back is different. The Meander vest has like a, it's not a garter stitch column, is it? I totally forgot. No, I think it's just like a purl column on the back on the Meander vest, and I changed that for this sweater. So I will just move so you can see it. I decided to continue these, can you see that? No. These side cables, and they go around the neck and then down the sweater, but without the middle meander pattern. And the length, it's not really cropped, but it has the same length as the meander vest at front. So, like for me, it ends right below my belly button, and now I'm wearing leggings and a tank top, but it really looks nice with skirts and dresses. You can see the cuffs are, and the ribbing is half twisted rib, the same for the meander vest. I really like how these cables go into the ribbing. It wasn't really planned, but ended up really nice. And what else? Yeah, and the construction is boxy, so you really like, there are no increases for the underarm. You just cast on a few stitches when you're going to knit in the round, to work in the round. And I talked about it last time probably, that with this type of construction, when you knit the sleeves, you can end up with a lot of fabric here, and you know, because it's already fabric from the body, and then you add some for the sleeves, and it can be too much, it can be uncomfortable. So there's a bit of shaping. So you, like the first like 8 to 10 centimeters, which is about 3 to 4 inches, are worked as shoulder rows. So you create kind of a wedge here. So you have fabric on the top, at the top, and no at the bottom. And then you start knitting the round, and I think it makes it more comfortable to wear. And what else can I say about this? The neckline is in the meander vest. You work the edges as you go. I tried it for this sweater, it didn't work, it just pulled the fabric a lot. So this neckband is worked separately or after you finish the sweater, and you just pick up stitches and then you basically work in a flat I-cord, but a really well, kind of wide one. It's 7 stitches I-cord. But I can show you again the detail of it. It looks really nice. When you knit it and before you before you block it, it might be a little bit tight. It's not comfortable to get over your head, but once you block it, it's totally fine. So that's about it. The pattern, like all of my patterns, there is option to work bustard. So if you're really busty and need to compensate for that, you can wear bustards. I think there are 3. In the Meander ones there are 2 bustard sizes, and in this sweater there are 3, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure right now. I will have to look it up. Yeah, so that's about this one. To be honest, I really like the pattern. I like this sweater. I wasn't sure if I would wear it because I don't usually like boxy things. Like, I don't know. It was like, because I knitted one boxy sweater and I didn't want to wear it, but maybe there was some other issue with it. And this one, I like it. I like it a lot, and I finished it 2 weeks ago. I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I've been wearing it a lot since then. So I'm happy because you know, I don't want to have something in my wardrobe which I don't wear. So, but the Meander pattern, I really like it. I'm thinking about knitting a socks with it, or like a child, kids version, baby version of the sweater. But I just think I need to break from this pattern for a while because I had really trouble finishing the sweater. I think there are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 Meander repeats. And I finished 3 and I finished 4 and like, okay, 2 more to go. And I so didn't want to because I was so bored or annoyed with this pattern. So I need a break a bit, but I think I'll get back to this pattern, and I think like a teen or kids baby version will be really nice. Okay, so that's what I finished. Another thing I finished was, I don't think you saw it, at least not in the podcast, is the CASTANHA sweater. And and this one I've been wearing really like daily since I finished it, and I haven't just like wash it again, so it might look a bit worn out already, but it's so comfortable to wear. So I wear it at home, I wear it when I go out. It's great. I'm really happy with this one. So there's like half turtleneck. The raglans look like this, and it's a purl stitch, a twisted knit stitch and purl stitch. And the best thing about this sweater are the pockets, and they are kind of hidden in the ribbing. They're not attached. It's like really autonomous pocket, and it's finished with 3 needle bind off, because at least in my opinion this bind off is really strong, so you don't have to worry about that, when you wear something heavy in the pocket there will be holes. I think that's why this bind, because some of the testers change this bind off to graft, like Kitchener stitch, and I don't think it's a good idea because it's not as strong as like a seam as this 3 needle bind off. So as you can see, so there is really long. It reaches below my butt, and it was what I wanted because I needed a sweater. I go a lot out with my children to forest, into nature, and I needed something that covers even you know, my lower areas because when you have 2 or 3 hours in a forest, you get cold. So it was the inspiration for this sweater, as I need something that covers a bit of my neck, my butt, which is really long, really warm, and I need pockets because, you know, my children, I want gloves, I don't want gloves, and then where you are, I don't have any pockets to put the gloves in, or other pockets were already full with their twigs and chestnuts and everything they pick up. So this is really like, go to the forest with kids sweater and you have a lot of space to put everything in the pockets. And the yarn is from Retrosaria Rosa Pomar. It's called BADANA, and BADANA is also the sheep breed from which this yarn is made. And it's I don't mind scratchy yarns. I'm a sensitive person. This is really scratchy, really rustic. If you've ever worked with LETTLOPI, it's similar to LETTLOPI. But what I like about it, it's a really long sweater and it's still lighter than the Cobblestone sweater. It's really airy, warm and light. So that's why I told you I like this yarn, this Peruvian Highland wool, and I don't like it at the same time because of the heaviness of it. What else can I tell you about this sweater? It has a shoulder shaping, so you know, you can see the neck drop. But still, some of it, I remember one of my testers told me that they had to give the sweater away because they felt like choking, but I think that's, you know, personal preference, because you can see it's a half turtleneck, so if you don't like it, you can just adjust the pattern, and I think this is 15 centimeters, so 6 inches, and then you fold it in half. So you can work like 3 inches or 2 inches even, and fold it in half, just to, you know, really like a short neckband, and it would work well as well. Yeah. And talking about testers, the test for the testing phase for this sweater will be over in a few days, because the deadline was the end of January and there were no huge errors, which was great. And this sweater will be published in the first week of February. I think the Monday is the 6th of February, so I hope I can get the pattern ready by then. So this will be next design which I'm going to publish. And another one, which also has deadline till the end of January, is this one. And you've seen it so many times already, I know. It's the RUSKA pullover. And I don't want to talk about the pattern anymore. I'll just, maybe I can. It's also boxy fit, but I kind of like this boxy fit. You start at the sleeve. You start at this sleeve, and you knit all the way around, and then you knit the yoke, the other sleeve, and then you pick up stitches here and you knit the body. The thing is, this is really like early autumn weather sweater. So it has 3/4 length sleeve, and there's a split hem, then no ribbing, no big cuffs, not many, they call it cozy features. So someone called it cozy features. And some of the testers told me a long sleeve version would be great, you know, a longer body would be great. And so I was thinking, okay, this was my first sweater I've ever designed. It was a real, like, I just went with the flow. I wasn't really thinking about the construction, and I kind of made the construction as I went. And I was thinking, okay, I can make a really winter version of this sweater. Won't be a problem with ripped neckline and, you know, cozy cuffs, and the body will be longer, not split, no split hem, and so on. And when I was thinking about it, because it's kind of difficult to design this. When you start here and you knit this way and you end here, it may be kind of challenging to adjust the sleeve length if you need more length. So I was thinking about it and I came up with a solution and improved construction to this sweater, which I want to try out on the winter version. And then I was thinking, and like this sweater, I told you it's a boxy fit, it's also a boxy fit, but I added the shoulder shaping, the sleeve caps. And I was thinking this could also have, the shoulder shaping for the sleeves. And now I'm not sure what to do. Like, one thing is to publish this sweater as it is, no shoulder shaping for the sleeve caps, and it is leave it as it is. Or, and it's also kind of, I thought it's an autumn weather sweater. So if I alter weight and change the pattern, and use the construction features I will use for the winter version and publish it in September. And I don't know what to do. And the thing is, the winter version, I told you, it's difficult to change the sleeve length. So the winter version, I start here in the middle and you work one sleeve, the yoke and sleeve this way and the other sleeve that way. It will look the same, you just start here in the middle. And I just thought it might be better for this one too. Some of the testers had a perfect 3/4 length. Some of them, for some of them, the sleeve ended somewhere like here, which is not 3/4. And you could always add a few more rounds, one more repeat of this pattern to make it longer if you are not long person. High person, you're high. So I don't know, because it's not a problem to change the pattern because the sleeves, I will work this new construction anyway. So I don't know what to do. Just publish it. I would, and this pattern needs more editing than the Castaña one. So I would publish it at the end of February, I think. Or just leave it and change it. They will find time to change it, the construction, and I will publish it in September. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? The RUSKA pullover. And now we'll finally get to what I've been working on during Christmas, especially, which is I just wanted to start something new, and I started this. Another sweater, and the idea was to have like this 3-strand cable as a raglan, and then when you join it at the underarms, it would join the cable, so it was like 6-strand cable here, and like a side seam, or just on your side, so to speak. And I won't use stockinette, so this is moss stitch. I always get confused because there's seed stitch and moss stitch, American moss and British moss. I think that British moss stitch is the seed stitch, and this is seed stitch or British moss stitch. It's just you knit and purl, and then on the other round or row you purl and knit, just alternating it on every row. And I think in American moss stitch it's every other row. And but I didn't realize that the seed stitch, the row gauge gets it's much bigger than for stockinette, so about 30% more rows to get the length you want. And I don't have that much yarn really. And it's a lot of knitting. So as you can see, I decided to rip back But I want to keep this idea, and I want to buy another yarn, and I want to change the seed stitch to American moss stitch, because for that I know I get the same gauge as for stockinette. So be less knitting and less yarn. And this yarn, it's Ona by Mokoša. It's a Slovak brand, and this is the same yarn. This is dyed. This is natural undyed. So for the winter version of the Ruska, I will use this. And I already started. I have just this teeny tiny piece. But maybe you can, yeah. Here's the beginning of the diamond traveling cable, and it's this part. Oh, it's this part that you can start here, and I want to knit the right sleeve first, and the left sleeve. So we'll see how this goes. I also tried to, because it's just one stitch cable, and recently I've been experimenting with knitting cables with, like, when you knit them through the back of all the stitches, so because it makes the cables tighter and neater. And I tried it for this one and this yarn, and it just looked ugly, so I kept the regular knit stitch there. So that was an idea that which wasn't that good. So. And yeah, so that's it. And I also cast on another cabled sweater, because I've had an unfinished sweater in my stash for about 2 years, and I knew I wasn't going to finish it, and I didn't know what to do with the yarn. And then I found some mohair in my stash, and by now the combination is quite nice. And if you've been following me on my Instagram, you know I started like this gray tweed. I had this great tweed yarn, a great gray tweed yarn, and I started a cable sweater with it. And when I finished the yoke, I realized I don't have enough to finish it, and the yarn was sold out or out of stock. And I wrote to the company, and if they plan to restock it, they, yeah, you do, but the shade probably won't be the same. So I was like, okay, that's not good. So I decided to look for another yarn, and I picked this mohair and the yarn from the sweater I don't want to knit anymore. And I started again, and I'm glad I did that, because I improved the cable pattern, and it will be better. So it's not much. It's going to be all over cables, cable sweater, and it needs to be blocked so you can see everything clearly, but maybe not. So what I like about it most is you have this double knit neckband, which goes down the kind of V-neck shape, and then this will be part of a cable. So it's a 3x3 cable, which will be like in the middle. You can twist it, and then it will go in like a diamond shape again. Twist, diamond shape. You can see it on the back already. A little bit better. Yeah, just it's unblocked, but you can see how it's twisting. And there are a lot of different kinds of cables. This is the sleeve. It has the same kind of twisting and diamond shape pattern, but as I said, it's not much, but it needs to be blocked, and it would be better to have the whole yoke, but I don't have it. I decided to stop knitting on this because it's a LETTLOPI yarn with mohair and it's super warm. And I won't be able to finish it. I would finish it, I think, at the end of March. And it goes to testing, and you have 2 months at least for test to test it, and that's March, April, May, and you just don't want to publish really woolly mohair and LETTLOPI all over cable sweater in summer. Just doesn't make any sense. So I just take a break from it, and I will come back to it, I don't know, in August probably, and I will finish it so it can be tested and published in late autumn. But it's another one we can look forward to if you like it. And I also had a lot of fingering weight yarn in my stash, and it's a beautiful yarn. It's called Wool Local, and it's by Erika, and it's all British local wool. And I decided to, I had like I told you last time, I showed you last time, skeins, and I want to fingering with Colorwork sweater. I started that, but I just had like a 10 centimeters of the yoke, which is all in black, and there's nothing to see really, so I will be showing that to you. But I had more of this yarn in different colors, and I decided to cast on a shawl. And the shawl is, I work it in a round, it will be sticked, and it's in linen stitch, and the stick is worked in stockinette, so and the gauge for linen stitch and stockinette is different, so it looks kind of weird now, but it will be alright once I stick it. But this will be the main color, kind of grayish beige color, and this is how the stick the linen stitch looks like in this yarn, and it's just so nice, really rustic looking texture. I love it. I love it so much. And construction wise, you knit in the round, but you increase just on one side, so the shawl will have like this shape, and then you just bind it off. And what can I say? Yeah, and it won't be just this color and linen stitch, but the linen stitch is so great to blend in other colors, because you also knit one, slip one, so it blends nicely. And there will be more colors. This kind of yellowish greenish color, and then this brown and almost black. And can I hold it next to each other? Yeah, this is the color palette, and there will be one more color, kind of honey brown color, and so because it's color I was missing that. Okay. And I wasn't able to find any like fingering or light fingering weight yarn with the same properties in the colorway I wanted. And I've been searching through the internet and no luck. And then I realized, I'm holding this double, so okay, I can look for worsted or DK weight yarn. And I found the perfect yarn. It's from, I forgot. I forgot. I don't have the yarn yet. I ordered it on Friday. Today it's Sunday, so I think it will be delivered by Tuesday. And so just imagine there will be like a honey brown color. And why I needed honey brown color is because the inspiration for this shawl comes from my favorite hot string, which is black tea with milk and honey. So the colors will be, you start with the grayish one. And then the top or the bottom of the shawl will be in this black and brown, and somewhere in the middle this green, and also the honey brown color. And just I imagined, you know, this when you have a cup of black tea, it's, you know, all this, and black tea have a lot of colors in it. Like it can be depending on the cup as well. It's dark brown, even really black, and then really soft honey brown. And when you start to pour the milk in the cup, it's, you know, the colors start to change and it blends together, and then you drop the honey in it, and it's just the inspiration for this shawl. So you start with a milky color, and it's a black and brown tones on the bottom, and in the middle there will be this mix of other colors. We'll see. I've planned 18 sections for the shawl, and you know, there's 5 colors together. So I wrote every color combination for each section. I wrote down the color combination, and yeah, that's it. That's what I'm looking forward to. I hope I can get it. I can finish it by the end of March. It's a shawl, so I can wear it anytime. And I will publish it right after. We'll test it and publish it. So this is it. I also there's some hats for my kids. I don't have them here. And one of the hats, I wanted to get one of the hats as a free pattern, but when I finished it, I realized I could do the shaping at the forehead better. So I still want to publish it as a free pattern, but I want to reknit it, and I'll publish it next autumn or winter. It's not a really big problem, I think. Yeah, how much? Yeah, more than half an hour. Okay, so that's what I'm working on, or what I finished. And if you like the Castanha sweater, just save the date. February the 6th should be the day that I will just say more, or let you know about the exact date on my Instagram. I find Instagram is the only social media that really works for me. So if you are there, you can find me there and see what I'm working on, and have a sneak peek into my life. I tried Facebook. I don't like to work with Facebook, so I'm going to delete the Facebook page, and I will just stick to Instagram and YouTube. And if you have any questions, you can add a comment here, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or on Ravelry, and you found all the links in the description box. And if you could tell me your opinion about the RUSKA pullover, if I should publish it now without any changes, or change the construction and publish it in a half year, I'll really appreciate it. Yeah, that's all for now. I wish you a really nice day,